The first very few individuals that converted to Islam in Cuba date back to the 90s, and they were like really a few. In fact, they are called the dozen. Like everything in Cuba, they are very dynamic. If you come back from year to year, there has been so many changes. Some people switched groups, some people left it, there is new people coming. And I find that they are in this kind of boiling point. They have to define themselves, what they will be as a community, what does it mean, this new religion for me, what does it mean in my life. Now they are developing what the community will be. And that's why it's in a very alive moment. In the first layer of meaning, it is about a Muslim community in a place that you would never expect, and it creates a contrast, and it creates a way of communication between two worlds, which are Islam here and Cuba here, that would never think that they can live together, but now they exist together. And so in the images I also try to mix up some kind of aesthetics and things that I think they are creating a dialogue between these two worlds. They are individuals going totally against what is the normal trend in your society. And finally, it's just to try to find your position in life, try to find your solution in life. And I have felt attracted for them because they try a way that it was really not designed for you. It was not in your guidelines. I don't like to be a slave of your pictures need to have some kind of information, so you have to take this picture. I follow visual patterns that I like to reproduce a visual world that I am happy with it. I always develop my project in two ways. In the first station is editorial world, what a magazine is going to want in terms of storytelling, in terms of information directly. But for this project I was aware that so many people is going to request like, okay, you are telling me that this is Cuba, but it could be any part of the world, right? So you have to prove it, kind of. I knew that Mohammed is crossing in front of Capitolio. In this case, he was going to buy an avocado, I remember perfectly, and I know that he's going to cross there, so one day I understand can be the right light, the right ambient, and I knew that this Capitolio was going to solve my life about that. So for 1 year I used this picture exactly for the opening picture to close any kind of debate and close your worries about Cuba, and then we can enjoy the rest of the series because this problem is totally solved. I have another friend, Ahmed, he's a Muslim from Camagüey, he's doing sports in the middle of El Malecón. My whole conception of photography is to avoid taking more pictures in El Malecón of La Habana because it's the only thing that we know about it. But I know that for magazines, for the editorial world, yes, they will pick up this picture. So you need to solve these kind of problems, and this is the first stage. And later in the second, third stage, you can be more free to arrive to many meanings that are so personal for you. They are your subjective opinion about what's going on there. I cannot say that I like to break visual cliches and later come to resolve my problems again with the very basic iconography. And one man, once in an agency, he even asked me like if I had Muslims smoking big cigars. I like to find original topics, things that are a little bit unexpected and can surprise us. And especially I like to turn stereotypes. I like when photography questions our stereotypes about things and kind of break them. Both in the sense of meaning of the stories that I'm telling and maybe also the visual stereotypes and break the cliché photo that you expect from a place.